Ever pondered about the deep-seated roots of Mongolian culture and how it remains intact even today? Let's venture back in time and explore the fascinating origins of this vibrant and enduring culture. The Mongolian culture's foundation is deeply embedded in a nomadic lifestyle. This way of life, characterized by constant movement in search of pastures for their livestock, is a timeless tradition that has been a part of Mongolian society for centuries. This nomadic lifestyle has not only shaped the Mongolians' resilient spirit, but also their unique cultural practices, such as their traditional music, dance, and the renowned Mongolian throat singing. Shamanism, an ancient religious practice that predates Buddhism in the region, also plays a pivotal role in shaping Mongolian culture. Rooted in the belief of a world inhabited by spirits, Mongolian shamanism influenced the Mongolians' respect for nature and their ancestors. This spiritual connection with the natural world is a salient feature of Mongolian culture, seen in their rituals, folklore, and art. In the heart of this nomadic society is the importance of livestock. Cattle, sheep, horses, camels, and goats are not just economic assets, but are integral to the Mongolians' everyday life. From their diet, which is heavily reliant on meat and dairy products, to their clothing made from animal hides and wool, livestock's significance in Mongolian culture is undeniable. No discussion of Mongolian culture would be complete without mentioning the Mongol Empire under Genghis Khan. His reign, starting in the early 13th century, marked a significant turning point in Mongolian history. The empire, which was the largest contiguous land empire in history, not only consolidated the various Mongolian tribes, but also facilitated cultural exchange with other civilizations. This period greatly influenced Mongolian culture, leaving indelible marks in their language, art, and societal structures. This profound culture, rooted in ancient traditions and nomadic lifestyle, set the stage for the evolution of Mongolian society. As we move forward in time, the Mongolian culture takes on new dimensions during the Middle Ages. The Middle Ages, also known as the medieval period, was a time of significant transformation for the Mongolian culture. This era saw a confluence of diverse traditions and practices that were brought in by the Mongolian Empire's expansion, leading to a cultural exchange with various societies. The most notable influence was Buddhism, which became a dominant force in Mongolian society during this time. The teachings of Buddha found fertile ground in Mongolia and were embraced by the masses. Monasteries sprung up across the country, becoming the epicenters of learning and culture. Buddhism provided a moral compass to the Mongols, influencing their beliefs, their art, and even their government. In addition to Buddhism, the Middle Ages saw the introduction of the Mongolian script, an important milestone in the nation's cultural evolution. The Mongolian script, based on the Uyghur alphabet, became a powerful tool for documenting Mongolian history and law. This was a period when the Mongols began to write their own stories, their own laws, their own destiny. The Mongolian Empire's expansion during the Middle Ages also played a pivotal role in shaping the culture. As the Mongols conquered vast territories, they came into contact with different societies. Each encounter brought new elements into the Mongolian culture. They adopted foreign customs, absorbed new ideas, and assimilated different art forms, while maintaining their unique Mongolian identity. The Mongols were not just conquerors, they were also curious learners. They respected the cultures of the lands they conquered and often incorporated elements of these cultures into their own. This was a period of cultural fusion, where the Mongolian culture absorbed and was in turn enriched by the cultures it came into contact with. The Middle Ages marked a significant turning point, embedding foreign influences while preserving the core Mongolian traditions. This was a period when the Mongolian culture was like a river, flowing and changing, absorbing from its tributaries, yet remaining distinct and powerful in its own right. This period of transformation and cultural exchange left an indelible mark on the Mongolian culture, shaping it into the rich tapestry we see today. Fast forward to the modern era, how did the winds of change affect the deeply ingrained Mongolian culture? As the 20th century dawned, Mongolia found itself in a whirlwind of transformation. The onset of communism brought about a rapid shift in societal structures, ushering in an era of modernization that was both abrupt and profound. Yet, it was not without its challenges. The traditional nomadic lifestyle of the Mongols, which had been the backbone of their culture for centuries, was put to the test. The communist regime, eager to modernize Mongolia, brought about significant changes in the way of life. Nomadic traditions were discouraged and urbanization was promoted. Mongolian script was replaced with Cyrillic, and Buddhism, the dominant religion, was suppressed. Yet the Mongolian spirit remained unbroken. With the fall of communism in the early 90s, Mongolia was once again at the crossroads of change. This time, however, the Mongols chose to reconnect with their roots. The traditional practices that had been suppressed began to resurface, and the Mongolian script was reinstated. Buddhism saw a resurgence, and the nomadic lifestyle, though less prevalent, continues to be a significant part of Mongolian culture. Today, Mongolia is a fascinating blend of the old and the new. Global trends have found their way into Mongolian society, influencing everything from fashion to music. Yet, the Mongols have managed to incorporate these changes without losing their cultural identity. The traditional deal is worn with as much pride as Western attire, throat singing coexists with pop music, and the Naadam Festival, a celebration of the three manly games, continues to be a major cultural event. Modernization has indeed left its mark on Mongolia, but rather than erasing the old, it has led to a cultural renaissance. The Mongols have adeptly navigated through the tides of change, preserving their ancient traditions while embracing the new. Despite the tides of modernization, Mongolia has successfully managed to preserve its cultural essence. In today's globalized world, what makes Mongolian culture distinct and unique? Let's dive into the color and vibrancy of present-day Mongolian culture. The nation's cultural practices are a splendid mix of the old and new, traditional and modern, and they reflect the Mongolian spirit of adaptability and resilience. One of the most significant cultural practices is the Naadam Festival. Held annually, Naadam is a grand spectacle that beautifully encapsulates the essence of Mongolian culture. It is a time when Mongolians engage in three traditional sports: wrestling, horse racing, and archery. More than just a competition, Naadam is a social event that brings together people from all walks of life in celebration of their shared cultural heritage. Mongolian music, too, is a crucial part of the country's cultural fabric. The enchanting sounds of the morin kur, also known as the horsehead fiddle, and the unique technique of throat singing or kumi, transport listeners to the vast open steppes of Mongolia. These traditional music forms have not only survived but thrived in the modern era, finding their place in contemporary music compositions. The art scene in Mongolia is equally vibrant and diverse. From traditional Mongolian calligraphy and painting to modern forms of expression like street art, Mongolian artists continue to push boundaries while staying rooted in their cultural heritage. The blend of traditional and modern lifestyles in Mongolia is most evident in the capital city, Ulaanbaatar. Here, skyscrapers stand alongside traditional Mongolian gurs, and business suits coexist with the traditional deal. This juxtaposition symbolizes Mongolia's journey of preserving its cultural roots, while embracing the conveniences of the modern world. In today's globalized world, preserving cultural heritage becomes even more significant. Mongolia, with its rich and diverse culture, serves as a shining example of how a nation can retain its unique identity while adapting to the changing times. The vibrant culture of present-day Mongolia is a testament to the nation's strong cultural roots and adaptability. As we journeyed from the ancient past to the present, we've seen the resilience and adaptability of Mongolian culture. This voyage began with the origins of Mongolian culture, rooted in the nomadic lifestyle of its people. From the essence of the vast steppe to the rhythm of the horse's gallop, we've come to understand the deep ties between the Mongolian way of life and the natural world. The nomadic spirit, the importance of family and community, and the reverence for nature. These are the threads that have been woven into the fabric of Mongolian culture from its inception. We then ventured into the Middle Ages, a time of great change and expansion. The Mongol Empire, under the leadership of the legendary Genghis Khan, stretched from Europe to Asia, leaving an indelible mark on world history. This era was a testament to the Mongolian people's courage, resilience, and strategic genius. But even as they influenced the world, they held steadfast to their cultural roots. Our journey continued into the modern era, where we witnessed the impact of modernization on Mongolian culture. While it brought about economic development and global connectivity, it also posed challenges to traditional ways of life. Yet the Mongolian people adapted, striking a balance between preserving their heritage and embracing the new. In the present day, we see a Mongolian culture that is both deeply rooted in tradition and dynamically engaged with the present. We see the enduring vitality of the Naadam Festival, the continued importance of the jur, and the persistent resonance of throat singing. Yet we also see the rise of contemporary Mongolian music, art, and literature, and the integration of global influences. This journey through time has revealed the remarkable continuity and evolution of Mongolian culture. Despite the vicissitudes of history and the pressures of modernity, Mongolian culture remains vibrant and distinctive, a testament to the spirit and resilience of its people. Mongolian culture, with its rich history and unique traditions, continues to captivate and intrigue, standing as a beacon of cultural preservation in our ever-changing world.